Good morning, BookTube. This is Caitlin from Bandy's Books. I'm here to do a reading sprint this morning. I've been doing these every Monday at 9 a.m. and enjoying them, and it's been helping me make some good progress on my books. So here we are. I am going to probably run a little bit of a shorter sprint this morning just because I'm going to be driving home to San Diego in a little bit. And so I want to get on the road before traffic gets really bad, honestly. I'm hoping to leave by like maybe 10:30. So I don't know what I just did here. I just got rid of the chat box. There we go. So I am probably going to run these reading sprints for like maybe 4 sprints. So that way I can get done here and get everything packed in the car, mainly the kitty and the dog, and then we're going to head home to San Diego. So this will be an adventure, taking both a little teeny tiny kitten and a full-grown Luna home to San Diego. So we're going to have 3 dogs and 3 cats and 4 people in one house. So it'll be quite the adventure, but I'm very much looking forward to it. San Diego is my hometown. Most of my best friends are still in San Diego. So I'm looking forward to some time home with my buddies and catching up with everybody, and hopefully some time reading on the beach. My mom and I have some plans to hit up some bookstores and little free libraries and things like that. So it'll be nice. It's always nice to get home. So this will be a little shorter than usual. Hello, Rarely Make It Live. Hope you're well and have a good San Diego adventure. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate you popping in. I am anticipating a great adventure. I always love getting to go home. And so I'm going home today, and my partner Oz has to work this week, so he'll fly down on Friday. So that gives me and my mom basically the whole week to just do bookish stuff. Not that we can't do bookish stuff when Oz is there, but he's not like really a reader. And so we try not to like center the whole entire trip on books. Because him and my dad just aren't that into it. So for like basically tomorrow through Friday, my mom and I have plans to visit a bunch of bookstores and little free libraries. I definitely have plans to park my butt on the beach somewhere and do like a whole day of reading on the beach and just kind of relax. And then we have some good meals planned. My birthday is on Friday, so Saturday my family is going to go out for dinner. There's a Spanish restaurant in San Diego that we really love. So that's typically like my birthday meal. And then in the evening on Saturday night, I have a group of like 9 friends that we're all going to get together downtown San Diego. There's this Extraordinary Desserts. It's like my favorite dessert place in the entire world. So just if you ever head to San Diego, put this on your list. Extraordinary Desserts. They make the best cakes and desserts. So we'll meet up there Saturday evening as well, and I'll get to catch up with all my friends in one shot, which is really nice because usually when I go to visit, I'm like running around from place to place trying to visit every single person. So it'll be nice to just get the entire group together. That gets a little tricky because half of my friend group right now has like very little kids. And so, it requires obviously babysitting and all that stuff. So it's nice that everybody will be in one spot at once. That sounds perfect. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. So all right, so in terms of reading sprints, I'm probably going to run 3 or 4 sprints. We'll see how it goes. Today, I'm going to be working on Tell Me I'm Worthless by Allison Rumfitt. This is one of my books that I picked out for Pride. This is, from what I understand, about 2 girls stuck in a haunted house together and their perspective on being in that haunted house. I've heard really mixed reviews on this book. Some people really seem to love this book, and some people seem to be like, it was okay, or I didn't really get it. But I feel like there's just not a lot of middle ground with it. So hopefully I am on the side of the people that enjoy this. It sounds very interesting. It's a Tor Nightfire book, which I usually really like the stuff that they publish. And I've been on a good horror kick lately, so we'll see. Hi, I'm cutting up food while listening to The Reformatory. Such a good book. I read that earlier this year. I anticipate that it'll be in my top reads of the year, probably. I really, really enjoyed Tananarive Dew's writing and the like setup for it and everything. So hopefully you enjoy it as much. I've been curious about that Rumfitt book since Books and Lala talked about it. I believe she liked it. Yeah, I've seen maybe in the last month, I've seen a couple different channels talk about it. And I think maybe because people are getting their Pride lists together. And this is a pretty well-known trans book or trans author. And, so it's naturally gets included in a lot of people's Pride reading lists. And so I've seen a lot more people reading it and reviewing it lately. And like I said, it seems like it's kind of hit and miss. Some people really seem to get the message. Other people seem to like not vibe with the message as much. I kind of have an idea of what it's supposed to be about, and it sounds really interesting. So hopefully it'll be a fit for me. I will definitely be reviewing it at the end of the month. So if you want like to hear the full review after I've done reading it, then check back. Like the 3rd of July is usually the 3rd or the 4th is usually when I post my wrap up, and you'll get to hear about that and all the other books I read. So I'm going to set a 15-minute timer, and then we can do a round of sprinting. See if we can make a little bit of progress on our books. Let's see. What are you reading today, Patty? Or are you doing like productivity sprints or just hanging out for a few minutes? All right, so I'm going to start 15 minutes here in just a minute. All right, so 15 minutes on the clock. If you're just jumping in, feel free to say hello, and I will see everybody in 15 minutes. Taking doggos out, then reading Margot's Got Money Troubles. Oh, I just got that from Book of the Month. I'm curious to hear what you think of it so far. All right, so we have finished our first sprint. I made it to page 13. This is kind of an interesting setup on this book so far. Hopefully you've made a bit of progress on your read as well. This book started in a completely different direction and then switched really quickly. So we have the prologue, and in the prologue, which is 4 pages long, there is a young boy growing up with a father who is, we'll say, prejudiced. He's prejudiced against a lot of different groups, and his prejudices transfer down to his kid. So his kid starts to like Google the things that his father's saying, like the slurs and the terrible statements about different groups of people. And he kind of really anchors himself in those beliefs. And so it kind of ends off there. Like, I didn't really see anything further with that particular character and why we like learned about his beliefs and his life growing up. And then it starts the first part of the book, and we have a character named Alice, and Alice is musing on haunted houses. But the way that she experiences haunted houses is different than like what most people think. So she doesn't have like a ghost that comes and haunts her. It's more that she feels this like oppressive weight in rooms. So she talks about like moving apartments frequently because she feels like certain rooms are concentrated with this oppressive weight, and it makes her feel uncomfortable. And she's like on the internet looking for evidence of other people having been haunted in this way. And so she finds this other woman who had kind of a similar experience in this place that she was working. And so it's just interesting. Right away, I'm kind of getting the idea that this might not be the typical haunted house type of story. It's going to be maybe more literary than like straight up gothic horror, which I'm okay with. But then if it is more literary, it kind of makes me understand sometimes why people don't like it, because literary can be so hit and miss, especially if it's like experimental in that literary exploration. So interesting so far. I'm really liking Thorpe's writing and the character of Margot. Just 35 pages in, I'm now wanting to go back and read her backlist, especially the Knockout Queen. So I actually have the Knockout Queen on my TBR for this month. I have had that book for a while. I found it in a little free library in San Diego a couple years back, and I keep meaning to get to it. And so I had put it on my list for Pride this month. And I was laughing because it's also the same month that her next book came out. And I was like, oh, I want to read that one too. It sounds really good. So I'm hoping to get to the Knockout Queen really soon, like maybe this week or next week sometime. And I have picked up a copy of Rufy Thorpe's newest book, and I'm hoping to maybe read that in the next few months as well. I always say that though. I get new books and I'm like, yeah, I want to read this one really soon. And then it goes on my bookshelf and then I get distracted by other shiny things. So we'll see. Knockout Queen for sure. It's getting done this month because it's been on the bookshelf for too long. I like literary horror. I do too. I really enjoy just literary writing in general. I like that a lot of the times I feel like literary style books are delving into deeper themes and deeper topics. And I think horror is so ripe for that because, horror could be a metaphor for so many things. And then the literary, like when there's that like really literary prosy style of writing, I really like it with the horror as well. I enjoy that juxtaposition of like creepy or icky or dark mixed with really pretty wording. So it can make a really enjoyable experience. My favorite one was Reprieve by James Hahn Matson. Not sure if I spelled the author's name right. I am not familiar with that, but let me just write that down so that I can check it out later, because I am here for all the recommendations. I have a list here. It is called Reprieve. Thanks for the recommendation by James Hahn Matson. Oh, Luna is sitting here staring at me like, what is going on? She saw me pack up her bed into the car this morning. I went and got everything ready ahead of time. You want to come up? You can come up. Come on up. No, you just want to harass me. She saw me putting her dog bed in the car. And so she got all excited because she knows that means we're going to Grandma and Grandpa's house. And so Then when I came back in and like set up for the live stream and sat down, she was like, "What's going on? We're supposed to be leaving right now." So she's just sitting here staring at me. All right. Matson, close. Good guess. Patty reads a lot. Perfect. Added it to my list of books to check out. Thank you for the recommendation. No, we're not playing right now, Lou. She's running around with her little stuffed piggy in her mouth, trying to burn off some of that excited energy. All right, so I'm going to set up this next 15-minute sprint, and then we'll probably do maybe one more after this, and then I'm going to head on to my trip to San Diego. So I'll see you in 15 minutes. Would you like to come up? Come on. Come on. Come on up. 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 It's okay, Lou. All done. Lou. Hey, all done. Thank you. All done. No. That's cute. All right, so that is the end of our second sprint. 15 minutes. I made it to page 23. Probably could have read a little bit more than that, but my dog was trying to play and bark and all sorts of stuff. And that is adorable, Patty, that your dog started barking at the same time as mine. Hey, good morning, Melinda. Meant to join sooner, but we're on summer break and my mornings are moving slowly. That is totally fine. I'm doing a little bit shorter sprints today. I'm actually just going to run one more sprint and then I'm going to be logging off because it is also my vacation time and I'm about to head home to San Diego for the week. So I want to get on the road before it gets too late. So one more sprint will bring us like right around to 10 o'clock and then I want to get on the road from there. But thank you for popping in and saying hello. And I hope summer break is going really well for you. What are you reading this morning? Or are you doing productivity or what's the plans? And do you have anything exciting going on today since you're in your summer vacation? Kids home? So in the book that I'm reading, now in the next like 10 pages that I've read here, starting to get kind of an idea of what's going on. So I have a feeling that the boy that we read or that I read about in the prologue that was like with the father and all the terrible views, I think that he might be one of the characters who maybe he transitioned as an adult and he's dealing with his values and like this conflict of who his parents are and their beliefs versus like who he is or who they grew up to be. But I'm not sure yet. We're not that far into the book. We've also been introduced to another character named Ela, who there's some sort of conflict with. So we're reading from Alice's perspective. And apparently Ela and Alice have had some sort of falling out, but they used to be best friends. So I'm not sure what's going on there yet. Again, still a lot of setup. They're at a party right now. And in order to get into the party, they had to bring in drugs. So kind of setting up for a wild party here. Yeah, interesting start. Right now, I'm just waiting for my coffee to finish brewing. I need some caffeine. Yeah, so usually for my reading sprints, I would have like tea or coffee or something already. But I decided to hold off as on the way to the freeway to get to San Diego. There's one of my favorite coffee shops. So instead of going for coffee or tea this morning, I decided I would just wait and pick it up on the way. So that way I have a nice fresh coffee on the road. So, yeah, I'm a little caffeine deprived. I feel it. When I start reading, I'm going to start The Wives by Simone Gorindo. I'm doing it as a buddy read, and my buddy readers are on the East Coast and are already ahead of me. Oh, good. Catch up works. Just pet my puppos. That spirit, it's my daily therapy. Yeah, no, the animals are like my daily therapy too. Usually, obviously, it's just Luna, and she's like our big snuggle bug here. And so she's really great for helping with the stress and the therapy and all that. And then we have Domino, who's this little kitten that we've been fostering, and she's been a lot of fun as well. She's been a great little joy to have in this house. So she's going to go on her first road trip today. She's been in the car a couple times, but not for 5 hours. So we'll see how she does on this 5-hour drive. Hopefully she'll just sleep through most of it. She's so young right now that she's still in that kitten phase where she sleeps like 20 to 22 hours a day. So I'm hoping, I fed her a lot this morning, so I'm hoping she'll just kind of knock out and wake up when we get to San Diego. But if not, we'll see. She can crawl around in the back seat with Luna. See how that goes. But she's been a lot of fun. We'll probably have her for 2 more weeks, and then she'll go to her forever home, maybe 3 weeks, depending on how well the bottle feeding goes. So I think I will go ahead and set up that last 15-minute sprint. And then if everybody's ready, we can go ahead and jump into it. So I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. Yep, I definitely need the caffeine. I'm about 78% in. It's a long audio, almost done cutting up food. Perfect. Love the multitasking. Come on up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come cuddles. Come here. Come here. Come here, boo. Come on. Are you very excited about this trip? Are you very excited about this trip? Are you like, Mom, what are you doing? We're supposed to be leaving. Why are you sitting here? Come on. Come here. Weird dog. Come here. Come here. We're not going to start that again. Come here. Come on. Hey, enough. Come on up. Oh, Come here. Stop it, Lou. Stop it. You're such a drama queen. Go on, go lay down. Go lay down. Go. All right, that is the end of the last 15-minute sprint. Yes, Luna is ready for her trip, as you could probably tell in that sprint. She is excited and she does not understand why I've packed all this stuff into the car and we're still in the house. Because usually, like in a normal scenario, I would be taking her down with the bed and everything and packing them all into the car at once. So I think this is just a lot for her little heart to handle. She's definitely ready to get in the car and get on the road. And so am I at the matter. So I will go ahead and end that end this chat after that sprint because, I have driving to do and I need caffeine because clearly I can't talk well this morning. So the last sprint, I finished another 10 pages. I made it to page 32. So we're starting to get somewhere. I am starting to find out a little bit about the haunted house and how our character Alice and her friend Illa got into this haunted house. And it seems like there's like an attack or something that happens. And it's kind of he said, she said, or she said, she said. So it's kind of interesting. I'm curious to see if this is going to alternate between the two characters. Yeah, I guess the next chapter is in Illa's perspective. So I'm curious to see where this goes. It's definitely an interesting read so far. The writing style takes a minute to get into, but now that I'm into it, I think it'll be good. She can't wait to see us. No, she cannot. You know that Luna is always super excited. So my parents have 2 dogs and 2 cats, and then my parents are there, obviously. And so Luna gets so much attention and excitement and gets just spoiled at my parents' house. So that's why she's so excited right now. She gets to play with the other dogs. She gets to obsessively chase their 2 cats around, not in like a mean way, but she like follows them around and wants to sniff them and play with them and stuff. And the kittens or the cats that my parents have are finally old enough now that they're not so scared of Luna anymore. So she gets to like interact with cats, which is fun for her. And then of course my mom and dad spoiled Luna rotten. So she's just like, it's her favorite place in the world. It's like doggy Disneyland. Still haven't started reading, but the coffee is good. I will be having coffee hopefully in like the next 10 to 15 minutes. So I will be joining you. Enjoy that coffee and then enjoy the reads when you get to them. I hope you have a safe trip to San Diego. I will. It's from my house in Vegas to my parents' house in San Diego. If I don't stop, it's about 4.5 hours. So it's not too bad. I'll probably stop in Barstow somewhere and grab some lunch or something. But other than that, I'm pretty much straight through. So I should be there by like 3 to 5 today, depending on traffic. Oh, I have 4 dogs, and if it were feasible, I'd have 5, but my husband says we're capped. Yeah. So right now, like in my apartment here, we have Luna, and then I have Domino, the kitten that I'm fostering. And I would have loved to have kept Domino. Honestly, she's the sweetest thing, and I really love cats. But Oz was just like, absolutely not in a 1-bedroom apartment. We can't have a cat and a dog. So unfortunately, we are homing her. I mean, the fortunate news is we're homing her with a good friend of ours, so we know that she'll be well cared for. Hi there. Sorry you're popping in right at the end of the chat. We're just about wrapping it up, but hello and welcome, and thank you for stopping in. So yeah, hopefully everybody made good progress on their reading sprints today. I'm cooking one of your favorite meals tonight. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm going to guess Cajun chicken because that's usually one of my favorites. So lots to look forward to. That's awesome that she has a home you trust. Thanks for sprints. Have a safe and fabulous trip. Thank you so much for joining, Patty. I'm so glad that you were able to pop in today, and I'm glad that you made some progress on your book. And definitely let me know when you have a chance, when you finish Rufy Thorpe's book. I want to hear, what you thought of it. Just pop a comment somewhere, or if you have Instagram, you can DM me over there. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Margot's Money Troubles. Thanks for the sprints. Thank you, Melinda, for popping in. I hope that you enjoy your summer vacation with the kiddos. All right, guys, thank you everybody who stopped by and said hello, and hopefully you've all made some progress on your productivity, your reading, whichever, and I will see you on Friday. So Friday, I'm doing a birthday reading sprint. Friday is my actual birthday. I've been doing reading sprints on Fridays anyways, but I thought I would do one from San Diego for my birthday. So if you're around Friday afternoon, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, stop in, do some reading, say hello. If not, totally okay too. All right, guys, have a great day. See you next time. If I could get this to end.